I don't know where you're watching from today, but here in Vancouver, it is getting darker earlier every night as winter is approaching. Today's Monday Musing, it comes right out of the book we're studying at Vivid Church, Mind Mapping. We're doing a devotional together all this month. And so today's verse is Jeremiah chapter 29 and verse 11. God's speaking and he says, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. I've read over that verse so many times. I've thought about it. I've pondered it. I've preached on it. And sometimes my conclusion is simply this: well, it's a good thing someone knows, because I have no idea what the plan is. I don't know where my life is going right now. Have you ever felt that way? Have you ever felt like there's some gaps in the next steps and you're just like, where am I supposed to even be going? And so you hear God has a plan and you're like, well, thanks for that, but I need to know it. Well, good news. James chapter 1 and verse 5 says this, that God gives wisdom to anyone who asks without finding fault. And even in Jeremiah chapter 29, 2 verses later, it says this: you will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart. That means that God has a plan for you, your future, that is incredible, and he wants you to know that plan. He's willing to let you in on that secret, to show you the next steps you need to take in order to get there, to give you the wisdom necessary. Somebody's thinking to themselves, well, I just don't know if I'm smart enough to do that. Good news, you qualify to receive God's wisdom. He finds no fault. He just gives it. This is one of the thoughts I've been pondering as we've looked at this concept of mind mapping, of really being conscious of our thoughts and how they help determine the steps we take that bring us to our destiny. And the thought is this: I'm actually never alone with my thoughts. Because of the presence of Jesus, because of his willingness to share truth with me, I never have to be alone with my thoughts. So even if you're coming up to a dead end today, you need to know this, that God has a plan for you and he wants to show you what that plan is. So just pray and ask him, God, what do I need to do? What's my next step? And he'll give you the wisdom to take it. Love you so much. Have a fantastic winter evening.